very large yawn, small puppy.
It was. It
Very
was.
large yawn.
The puppy is in. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. What is it, Gemma? What day, week,
It's
month are we?
Tuesday.
Hello. It's Textile Tuesday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Natasha McCarthy. This is Textile Tuesday because we have lots of textiles.
We do.
All over the place. Now, we
Hang
have
on,
got...
Sorry. Who's in the corner?
Huh?
Who's in the corner?
Gemma's in the corner.
With
Mabel's in the corner.
Small Mabel.
So all I can say is I'm really sorry if your dogs keep hearing a small puppy squeaking. Basically, what's happened is, do you know, our shows always start with this. What happened was, Gemma's got itchy fingers. Well, itchy, scratchy fingers that the dogs love because she's got long nails. And it makes them a little bit crazy, not going to lie.
If she knows I'm in the building,
Oh,
cries.
she cries. She cries.
So, oh, see, she's gone quiet now. She's getting a scratch.
She's going to say, so every time, yeah, I know. We've got a bit of this going on. Oh, she's about to fall off. One leg has dropped off. Not literally, like it's still attached. We call it her thumper leg. Do you remember Thumper?
Yeah, she's like a rabbit though.
She
if you
is
just
a
showed
bit like
anyone
a
a
rabbit.
leg, you'd think she was a rabbit.
Oh, lucky rabbit paw. Yeah.
It does look like a rabbit paw.
For those of you that have not met Mabel, she is the latest addition to the studio. She is studio dog.
Studio dog, but not warehouse dog, just to be clear.
Studio dog. Studio dog. And she's rather fabulous. Rather fabulous. Now, yesterday, Gemma, we came off air and I went, I forgot.
You did.
Because yesterday we did the Advent bunting, which could be Advent bunting, could be bedroom bunting, could be small, tidy bunting, whatever you wanted it to be. It is a pocketed bunting. And on that note, I was thinking, shock horror, about other things that could be useful for Christmas and stuff like that. I've got some of these left. Now, if you haven't seen these, they're rather useful. And I think for your Christmas table, they've already got the bows on.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Oh, you're singing with me, Mabel.
I'm not sure if she's singing or just crying. Well, Mabel.
All right.
Anyway, mustn't be too smug.
Thanks, Mabel. The comic timing there was absolutely superb. Bravo.
But anyway,
Well done,
they
you.
make fabulous little, gift boxes, really.
If you make jewellery, these are an essential.
They are. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12.
Perfect for table gifts. I quite like a table gift.
99p.
I quite like a table gift in favour of, say, a shop bought Christmas cracker.
It'll upset the dog.
Tat inside them.
Gemma,
Yes.
99p.
Wonderful. For 12.
For 12.
Amazing.
Because I want a reusable Christmas. You can reuse those.
Yep.
Yep. And I forgot to put them on yesterday, so there they are. Right, what are we making today? I hear you cry.
What are we making today?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Oh,
I'm so
see?
glad you asked. Because today we are recapping very, very quickly the round handbag, because these have been featured a lot in our Friday deals. Loads of you have made the most of those deals, and we've got the deals up that we've had on the Friday deals if you've missed them. And it's basically a ½ metre of, it's the mocha linen, mochi linen.
Mochi linen, yeah.
With a ½ metre of your plain, with the handles and with the instructions for the round handle bag with the template.
Yes.
All at a cracking deal. Check it out. And then, of course, the alligator fabric came in.
Gator.
Gator.
See you later, alligator.
There we go.
Oh, you see, you let me down. Where was my do? Where
I don't
was
know
it?
what you're singing.
Oh, shush, you know, see you later, alligator.
In a Wild Crocodile.
Yes, see?
But I didn't know it had a song.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. And
Tasha's
so,
is nearly as
Gemma,
bad
I'm
as
trying to
4
show everybody the stuff.
But this is nearly as bad as 4 candles. How do you not know see you later, alligator?
I do know See You Later, Alligator. I just don't know it as a song.
Oh, behave. Don't worry, everybody. I will sort this out later. She lets us down again. Honestly, what is that about?
I'm such
Carry
a
on.
letdown.
Carry on showing the fabric. You know, that thing you actually do know something about. Dear me.
I'm just playing to my strengths.
See you later, alligator.
You know, well, crocodile. That's
it.
all that
Yeah.
needs to be said. You've been able to sing
Song.
it.
It's a song. It's an actual song. And I can just hear people screaming at their screens. Screaming they are. Screaming.
Get my coat.
Yeah, you should.
Look, this is fabulous fabric too. It's very, very pretty, and we put it with gold.
We did.
Yeah.
That is the other colourway of the first one you showed.
It is.
That's
No, it's beautiful. I love them
Amelia
both.
collection.
Now. The other thing was this. I've only got 1 unit of the daisies, and I've got 2 units of the small daisies.
Nice.
Which initially I used as the lining, which was fabulous. And so I'm going to do 2 of those with, I want to say it's coral. Yeah.
Nice.
And 1 of the daisies with that.
Nice.
And so you'll have that. And then also, you know, this one.
Oh, the yukata.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've popped that with a midnight.
Oh, lovely.
So that will be rather fabulous as well. Here they all are. And this gator here is what I will very, very quickly demo with, because the only bit that you really need to worry about is how that handle goes in. The rest is very, very simple. You do the lining exactly as you do the outer, but you leave a turning through gap. So when you have a 1/2 metre on the fold, you will use your
Should I have a crafty overhead?
template. That's the word. It's not a difficult word, but it's there.
Yes.
So you will use your template, and you will cut 2 of those.
Good-o.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da. And then you will place them right sides together.
Oh, bless her, Tash. Whenever I'm scratching and I get to a really good spot that she's really happy with, as well as the back leg going, the little teeth give
Or
me
do
a
they
little
start
scratch on
a
my arm.
nibble?
Yeah, she gives me a little scratch in thanks with her little teeth.
Fabulous.
So if you hear me yelp at some point,
It's you.
little tiny puppy teeth are scratching my arm to thank me for scratching her.
You scratch my back, I will scratch yours.
Exactly that.
Right, this is your start point here, and you sew down there. You want to mark it on the other side as well. It's on your template, and then you sew all the way along the base. It's all about the base. And so we're going to stitch down there, across there, and up there. And you do the same with the lining. You can see I've done that in white, and then I'll show you why we've left those, because we'll stitch those up in a moment. To the machine, Gemma!
Beautiful.
1/4 inch, check, and off we jolly well go.
No decorative stitch. Check.
Oh yeah, could you imagine?
All
Gosh,
the decorative stitches were happening yesterday with that there bunting, weren't they?
they really were. They really were. But how often do you get to use a decorative stitch? Really?
Oh, it's nice to have the opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Have you stopped scratching?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you tell?
Gemma has
Trying to
called
do
my
some
dog
actual work
manipulative.
with my actual laptop, you know, and stuff.
What, actually
There
doing
to
work?
do some actual work, and then she whimpers. No, you stop
No.
scratching me. Oh, puppy, how disappointed you will be when you are not around me. And your mummy's busy making things, and you don't have your personal scratcher.
I don't get any of this at home.
No.
I don't get any of this at home.
Oh, she'll be good as gold for you,
But then
I'm sure.
doesn't your husband say that your dogs only bark when you are home?
Yeah, they're absolutely good as gold. But when I'm at home, you know, anything that goes past, they bark at it. They're just protective. They're really protective.
Now, this here is your box bottom, so you will pull it apart like so. Realign those seams so that it's flat.
Lovely.
And stitch across. And I clearly forgot to do that on the lining, so I shall go back and rectify that.
Good-o. We like a box bottom. It just makes that bag a bit roomier, doesn't
Well,
it?
there are various versions of these out there in the big wide world.
There are many.
Well, because, you know.
I've been making the Tilda one for years and years and years and years and years.
Yeah.
Years ago. I like this one now.
But with that one, you have to hand sew in.
Well, that's it. And there's various things about yours that I like, that, over and above that one. But, it's all personal preference, isn't it?
You might have a
find-
favourite pattern. For me, having the box bottom
Yeah.
was one of those things I really wanted, just because it was roomy, and just gave me that extra little bit. And also, I wanted it to be so that you could turn it through, because the number of times that my kids will spill ice cream or something, and it's just, quite frankly, annoying. So
This
you can
machine
see
stitch
that
handles
is
are
going
so
to
much more
give
robust
it
as well.
that
Ooh,
boxiness.
look.
All right, so that's why.
Even from the wrong side, that looks fabulous.
Oh,
That
I
beautiful
just
fabric.
love this fabric. Love it.
Brilliant.
And these are really quick makes. These are perfect Christmas gifts, by the way.
Brilliant.
I shop with mine every day. I go to the village shop
You
with
do?
this, and it's amazing what you can fit in it. The other day, my neighbours went to collect some apples. They said, "Oh, do you want any, Tash?" Yes. Yes, I do. So I gave them Freddie's one with, what did it have on it? Which was his one? Oh, with the octopuses
I
on.
was afraid it had the octopus.
Yeah.
The cave octopus.
No, it wasn't the cave
Oh,
octopus.
which
It was the Moda octopus.
Yes.
The Ruby Star octopus.
I'm thinking of his stowaway bag. That was cave octopus.
Yeah,
yeah.
he has many an
That was his
octopus.
swimming bag.
I love octopuses. I've got a great octopus project in mind. Do you guys like octopuses? That's kind of what I really need to know, because there's no point in me doing it.
Is it octopuses?
Yes,
not
it is.
octopi, is
No,
it?
it's not octopi.
And people do think it's octopi.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Did Margaret clarify this for us at one point, or did you just know?
I know now. I can't remember if I knew then, or Margaret knew. I can't
Lovely
remember.
Margaret knows lots of things. She's amazing.
She's great. We need her on a pub quiz. Right, we are going to turn the lining through.
Oh, there it is.
Whoop, there it is.
Smart.
So that it is then right sides together.
Bag inside the bag.
Bag in the bag. And then we are going to, do you know what? Often what I do is just stitch across the top and then go down the sides. You can start here and go all the way around.
Matching your
You
seams,
you can easily do that as well, but sometimes it's just as easy to then start at the top, just go across the top and then just go down the sides. But basically you want one side there and one side on the other.
One side.
One side then the other
Excellent.
is what you want. Do 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 do. And also, I make these in bulk. These are my go-to gift
Yeah.
for people because they're unusual, then they don't break the bank.
They're great for a crafter as well, aren't they? You said
Yeah.
about shopping, but I always had these to store my woolen. Always.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I think they remind me of a sort of old school knitting bag, but they're just so brilliant to put wool in.
But also, like a fancy fabric like this, the kids love.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
really love it. And so they happily take any bits and bobs that they need to school. We've used them as lunch bags. We've used them as all sorts. They are just, and then, in the linen.
Are you agreeing, Mabel? She's agreeing.
Goodness.
Sometimes there's a little whimper when I need to find a different spot.
Right, so that's one side stitched all around all three sides. And then this one I'll just start here and just work my way round. Easy peasy. And you're going to start, so where you stitched up to, you just want to open that out. Put yourself a little holding stitch where you finished off and start stitching again. It is that easy.
And these you can make from your half metre heaven as well, Tash.
That was why these were designed. We had those of you going, I've got so many half metre heavens, what do I do? These do these. They're brilliant with the linens. They're fabulous with the linens, but they're also fabulous just with your plain cottons as well. So that's why they were initially designed. And then the linens came in, we're like, oh, they look lovely in the linens too. So yeah, treat yourself. And I love a bag and a linen.
Yeah. But your half metre heavens are £9.99, and then your bag handles, they're, you know, a couple of pounds, aren't they? So this is a really inexpensive gift. You know, if you have a special teacher you want to make for us, oh, a lovely, lovely present.
Exactly.
And quick to make.
Exactly. That is what we want. So then you find that turning through gap. I did leave one. I did. And you turn it through. Now, if you want to snip off any bulk on those corners, then do.
There it is. It's coming through now, Mabel. She's just buried her head in my crook of my elbow. She won't even see.
Oh,
little
it's all
rest.
too much for her. And you've got to spend a little moment just easing out those corners.
It's a satisfying moment, though, this one.
Yeah.
There are points in a project where you go, oh, yeah, this is good. I can feel it coming together now. So,
and it is here. I mean, with this taking us, what, 10 minutes to make?
If that.
But I know so many of you have bought these on the Friday deals, and sometimes, you know, you just need a little recap on how to do it.
Some of you missed the demo the first time round.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice for you to have the opportunity to see it again.
Now, sew up your turning through gap. Give this a press.
Look at those gaiters.
I know, they're a bit special, aren't they?
They really are.
And they're almost central as well. Not quite. Almost.
Not bad for speedy work, though. Come on.
Yeah.
Credit where credit's due.
And also in the dark. So my lovely builders didn't quite finish my workspace. Well, that's going to help if I actually turn the iron on. Yeah, they didn't quite finish my workspace. So, which is fine because it's built, just no electrics or lighting.
Beautiful.
And it's quite a big room. The only lights are on the wall on the very opposite other side.
Nice.
And unless you have them turned up all the way, which is quite only blinding that end,
Yeah.
they flicker.
Oh.
Yeah, they're all being redone, but for now, quite flickery. Likes to bring on a migraine.
Oh, that's no good because you do suffer with those.
I do love a good migraine.
You do a really good job of a good migraine.
Yeah. Who needs to see straight? I mean, it's so overrated, right? So overrated.
Is that working better now? Irons do work better when they're on, I find. A bit like, you know, work areas work better when they've got electric and lighting.
I'm hoping that is soon to be rectified.
It's beautiful, though.
It is going to be really
if not
beautiful.
entirely functional.
Function and form, I mean, you know. Now, on your pattern, you've got a fold line. Now, the fold line is where you fold it down to, not fold on that line.
No.
So you're going to fold it down. And actually, I'd give it a press. Again, another press. Dee. And you can either, you know, measure it off the other side or just fold it and match it the other side and press. I mean, let's get really highly technical here, shall we?
Yeah. Super technical.
But you see, Freddie will love this. We're going to pop that handle in there. If you want to pop a pin or a clip the other end, then you can. But I'm basically just going to stitch down that line. But watch this. This is the clever bit. Even if I do this myself.
It is clever.
So. Lift up your foot. Holding stitch or go backwards and forwards, whatever you need to do. And just keep moving. Keep on that edge. And just keep rolling your handle. haven't seen another pattern do it like that.
No, not at all. And like I say, the one I favoured before, I used to have to hand stitch them on, and with the best will in the world, they weren't the strongest. The amount of stuff I put in a bag, they did come loose over time, and that's so frustrating.
Well, it is, you know, and sad. So you don't always want to curtail how much you put. I mean, to be honest, like last week we made a different round handle bag, and that was more decorative, so you wouldn't have that as like your hello, I'm going to do my entire like weekly shop type bag. That was a I'm on a date, I'm not taking everything in all the world with me bag.
Yeah. This is, you know, like you say, put lots of apples and whatever else in it and do your shopping.
Oh, it's completely full of
workhorse of a bag. It's a different kettle of fish altogether, isn't it?
And guys, make and sell. Make and sell.
Yes, Natasha makes our own patterns. We do encourage you to do that.
I honestly don't mind.
Natasha would much
obviously
rather...
don't sell my pattern.
No.
That would really annoy me.
But do make the things that Natasha teaches you to make with her lovely patterns.
And sell them. Make yourself some money. Come and buy some more fabric.
Exactly.
There we go.
And more patterns.
Bye-bye.
Mutually beneficial.
Oh, Jem, hang on.
Sorry, is this a ta-da moment? Do you want overhead or wide? Which way are we going? Right. Okay.
It's just that it goes with my top. Oh, yeah, I like that.
Fab,
I got my alligators.
You're going to use that one a lot.
I'm going to use it a lot. So, yeah, I rather love that. Look at that.
Have you seen what I've done to your puppy?
You've sent her to sleep.
I have. Just gentle
Look at
stroking
that.
of the head.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Look at that. So that is the round handled bag. We're recapping these because it's that season where we start to gift, isn't it?
Yes.
And think about what are we going to make for people? What gifts can we make? Blah, blah. There we are.
And scarily, we start getting annoyed that we didn't start earlier in the year because it is weeks away.
Oh, don't give me that.
True though.
Is it really?
Yeah. About 10 weeks, I think. Thereabouts. 10 and a half weeks. Oh. How very sweet. I mean, a little bit brutal, popping that pin in her bosom.
Now this, Gemma made.
I did.
We absolutely love this. We know that often you love infinity scarf. It's a 3-fat quarter make. Let me show.
You could just throw that one on the floor, Tash. Don't need that one now.
No.
You've done that demo.
Oops. We've done it. Oh, well done.
Driving.
These are your 3-fat quarters. Now, we've done lots of these with florals. We haven't done these with contemporary prints.
It's special, this one.
It's really special. So we've made it quite a lot, so you do know how to demo it. And again, we often have them as Friday deals. When you see them, do grab them because, you know. But here they are for you today.
Yes.
On a little deal. Fill your boots.
Yes.
And enjoy.
It's
now,
a good quick make.
It's a really quick make. And so we do love those. Now, also part of that range was this fabric. Now, I love these fabrics. And I bought it knowing not what I would make with it. But I just went, I need that in my life. It's beautiful. It's got a copper metallic on it. It's really swish. Bit wit woo. Love it.
A lot wit woo, isn't it?
And then I was going to make my bottle holder with it. And then I was like, do you know what actually? Because it's got the glasses on it. The Lisa Chandler Melba Picnic collection has got glass holders, bottle carriers and bowls. Well, that's absolutely perfect. So we've put this on the show today. We have demoed all of this, but it was years ago.
Yeah.
So we thought we would recap the bottle and the glass holder because my ex-father-in-law would always want a bottle of whiskey for Christmas, birthdays, Father's Day. That was all he ever wanted. It was really easy to buy for / exactly the same every year. But what it meant was, we always knew what to get him.
Yes.
But I would buy him beautiful whiskey tumblers or something like that, which I could then gift in one of these. So, just going to recap this very, very quickly so that you know how to make it. You've got the cup and bottle bags. They are here. So, we need to cut 17.5 wide and 11.5 tall.
This pattern, while you're cutting, this pattern is a whole booklet of different projects.
It's fabulous.
So involved. You've got a picnic quilt, a basket, lap baskets, cutlery carrier, the cut bag and wine bag that you're doing now. You could do a thermos bag, to be fair, couldn't you?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm going to do it with interfacing that is thermal.
Nice.
So that you can keep that bottle. And also, if you're going to a party over the seasonal what have you,
perfect.
Then that would be a nice thing to take. Maybe some gin and tonic.
Good plan, Stan. Good plan.
And then your base.
I adore this fabric.
It's lovely, isn't it? Really,
Wavelength.
just really lovely.
Oh. Bit special.
Now, it's 4 3/4 the base as a square. Now, you might be going, well, how do we do that on this? 4 3/4 is going to be to there. So, if I move it over 1/4 and cut it at 5, then I've done 4 3/4. And I need
Good-o.
2 of those. Doing that maths thing again, Jem.
It's there all the time, you know. When they said you'd need it, when we were at school, and you thought, yeah, they were right, you know.
They were right, damn them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nearly 2 years ago since you did this. I think it's about 20 months or something like that. It's a fair old time, isn't it?
What?
Since you last did this demo, I think it's about 20 months ago, something like that.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, and at the
we did the
time-
picnic blanket and everything. We did it as a week special.
Yeah, you did it across, more than one show. And, it was the 3 days, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. And we did
Yeah,
each.
because Jane did the quilt and then I did
Yes.
the flim flam flippery,
But we,
as it's lovingly known. So, Lisa says to use a thin adhesive wadding. You can, or you can use this, which is your Insulbright, if you want to. We've got that on the show, should you wish. If you wish to use, the only thin adhesive batting that I have right now actually is the HH650, which is
The
fine.
current fave,
Again,
isn't
all
it?
these things are fine to use. So I'll just, and you're going to adhere that to one side. So let me just take a little strip of that off. I often just use what I've got to hand.
you do. Is that your Big Easy?
My Big Easy is just fabulous.
I love the Big Easy. We've just restocked the Big Easy.
Oh, have you?
Yes,
we have.
Yeah, love
Have
it.
you?
I just did that thing where I spend your money, Tash.
Yeah, great.
But it's fine. These things
It's
are
all good.
important. We need them in, and the Stripology as well. We have restocked both of those.
That's a good thing.
Both of them I restocked, and then they went out, and I had to restock again. What I will say is, we've restocked while there is stock in this country.
Oh gosh, it
But
takes ages to get them in.
When
Yeah.
they go out of stock in this country, you will be waiting. So if it is something you want for Christmas,
Oh, look at
because
that,
it's
spot on.
perfect. These are, they're one of those things, aren't they, that you can ask for Christmas. A Stripology or a Big Easy. It's a nice gift to have.
Yeah, for sure.
Then now is your time. And while I'm on that subject, actually,
What time?
wow, no, the Christmas gift thing.
Oh, this
Back
is your
in the
last
day.
chance to get the advent calendars. We are sending those out next week. Is it next week? Yes, it is next
Well,
week.
they'll
We're
be
getting them ready.
packed up next
Packed
week.
up and ready
They'll be going
next
out in
week.
November. So you'll have plenty of
it
time.
is your last chance to get those. So if you want to get any of the advent calendars, was it buyer's no, not buyer's remorse,
spendthrift remorse. We don't like that here.
No,
we don't like that here.
Right, so you're going to apply your batting to one side. I'm only using this because I'm using H8650, which is a double-sided fusible. So I've got to make sure that I protect my mat.
If you want to fuse it to your pressing mat, that would be quite annoying.
But you can use H640, H630, anything like that. All good.
Perfect. I've been making a Christmas list, you know, because a lot of people don't know what to get me.
Yeah, but you never give me the Christmas list. You give it to everyone else. You never give it to me.
I don't give it to many people, to be fair. I make it and then I keep it. But this year I am going to give it to people. But I have to say, you can't do much better for me than get me a voucher, because I know then I can get what I need.
It's boring.
Yeah, but it depends where it's for, doesn't it? If it's just a generic shopping voucher, then I get it. That can be dull. Vicky and Claire, for my 40th, got me a Natasha Makes voucher.
Oh, well, yeah, that's very exciting.
And they knew that there will be many things that I would want, but that I couldn't justify purchasing. Because
even though you work here, because it's like working in a sweet shop, isn't it?
Exactly. And there are things that you want, and there are things that you go, yeah, I should be good and not have that. And so, yeah, Natasha Makes voucher was marvellous. And I went, oh, I can have the things I hadn't justified. Silly, isn't it? How we do this to ourselves.
The other thing as well that we have are the quilting vouchers.
That's on my list this year.
Yeah, so for those of you that, because we long arm a lot here, we get a lot of long arming quilting done.
We do.
Jane does a lot of quilting, bless her, but you know, her schedule is so full for us. She works so hard for us. It's not always feasible for her to quilt every quilt. And so we do use lovely Amanda.
Yes.
And she's great. We sell on the website. We sell quilting vouchers, long arming vouchers, and it's one of those things. I think sometimes people just don't want to spend the money on, but actually you end up with an unfinished project and all that time, money, and investment that went into the fabrics, and you then don't actually finish the project and enjoy it. What a waste!
How many of us
gents,
have got
if you
UFOs?
are looking for a present,
how many of us have got quilt tops? A pile of quilt tops that we haven't actually sandwiched, quilted and finished.
Oh gosh, well,
and
quite.
It's criminal, really. But I have to say, Amanda does a beautiful job. And if anything's stopping you along the lines of, oh, I don't know what design I want, or I'm really not sure about X, Y, Z, again, we've sent things off before now and gone, do what you think, Amanda, see what you think suits it. And when it comes back, we have never, ever been disappointed with what she sent us.
Oh gosh,
She's got the most phenomenal eye. And she just knows, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's very clever.
She knows which pattern to go with. It looks fabulous.
Right. I'm going to cut a couple of strips for the handles on these.
I think I'm the puppy whisperer.
Do you, Gemma?
I do think I'm the puppy whisperer.
You don't think that you just have
sleep.
Good buzzwams that she likes to snuggle into?
She's snuggled underneath one, doesn't she, look?
She does love a good bust.
She does.
Does that puppy to... Well, I mean, don't we all snuggle into? There you go.
Nice snuggle. Considering how squeaky she was at the start of the show, wriggly, this is like very stark.
Small wriggle hound.
Yeah.
Right, so for these are going to be your handles. We are going to fold them in half and press.
Oh, those are going to look really fabulous.
I know, right? Is that copper detailing just looks so decadent?
It really does.
And also for the gents, you know, this is one that I would have done for my father-in-law, like without question.
This is a gorgeous smoky blue, isn't it?
Yeah. Smoky blues, teals, greys. It's got the whole lot in there, whole shebang.
Gorgeous. Lovely.
So you can get the pattern and do these in your own fabrics, but we just think these are rather lush. And actually, Gem, the ones that we've done the fat quarter, the 3 fat quarter bundle. If you pop 2 of those in your basket, they're not cut yet.
No.
You can have them as a half metre.
You can.
And they are lovely, lovely tones as well.
Really nice.
Again,
They
could
go
be
rather
masculine
well with
if
this
you
fabric.
wanted.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the choice is yours.
The choice is what was that from? Oh, it was on a game show.
Yeah.
Or was it The Decision Is Yours? Oh, I used to love those game shows on a Saturday night. They
Did
got
you?
really, dramatic. They'd go through the list of the prizes you were going to win. Generation game, that kind of stuff. I always liked the one where they had to remember what went along on the travelator.
the conveyor
in front of them.
belts
Yeah.
Is
There
that
was always a cuddly
Generation
toy.
game or something?
Yeah, there was always a cuddly toy. There was some really random stuff, and you had to remember what it all was.
I think that's the thing with Emily though, all the time.
Yeah.
They're good memory games.
Do you ever play I Went Shopping and I Bought in the car?
Oh God, not for years.
We love that one. We still play it now.
Do you?
And we laugh because Guy's got terrible memory, so he just loses it. And Gemma's not great either, actually. And Meg's there like, oh, for crying out loud, I know what it is. She remembers them really well. But yeah, we play that. We play car bingo as well, which I've taught Freddie.
You have. Thanks for that.
Car bingo is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's really handy.
Gemma, how do you score the biggest points for car bingo? You have to spot. You have to basically.
You have to. Yeah, we have a list of things. So we started out having cards where I'd made different car bingo. In fact, it wasn't me. It was our friends, Mr. Ken and Dr.
blame
Nick.
them on someone else.
They now live in Australia. I'm safe. But Mr. Ken and Dr. Nick made this game up, and they made cards up for us and everything. And it was like, spot a windmill, or spot a wind turbine was on there as well, actually, or a cow on a bridge, or and a list of things that you might spot. A tank, which is great if you're going via Tewkesbury because you're always going to see a tank. And so it went on. And there'd be, you'd each have a bingo card, and if you spotted something, you had to yell it and everyone cheered and you asked off. And yeah, it was a really good way to pass a long car journey. Only now we don't really, have the cards. I don't know where they went, but we do remember various silly things that were on the list. Like
And
the cow on the bridge.
Cow on the bridge, or someone weeing by the side of the road.
Someone
is
having a wee at the side
Freddie's
of the
particular
road.
favourite, so he's now always, and bearing in mind we spend quite a lot of time on motorways going up and down. Thanks, Gemma.
And he said, what? When I told him, he's like, what? And I said, oh, come on, little Emily must have had a wee at the side of the road at
Never.
one point. And he said, no. Daddy has, though. Good-o, Freds, good-o.
Oh no, do you know what actually? No, Emily hasn't had a wee by the side of the road. She got out saying she was going to have a wee by the side of the road, but it wasn't a wee that came out. And I was not prepared. I was not prepared for such eventualities. I don't know what to do. What do you do? I'm like, I must have a dog bag or something somewhere. What do I do with this? What do I do?
Oh,
It's
dear.
not our finest moment.
No.
I'm just going to stitch down.
Meg did one on the beach once. I know. What do you do with that?
Bury it.
What do you do with that? Well, exactly.
Bury it.
Well, she needed a wee, and Guy
No.
hadn't bought the potty, so Guy dug a hole
Oh,
for
Guy.
her to have a wee in.
Oh,
thinking,
no.
Oh, it's only a wee. She could have a
No.
wee in the hole.
No.
And she didn't do a wee, did she?
No.
God love them.
At least she'd already dug a hole.
Well, exactly. Although it wasn't a deep enough hole.
Wow.
Oh, honestly, if somebody told you just how glamorous parenting was before you went ahead with it, you
I've
might
got
think
animals.
twice. Yes, you have got animals. You were well
You kind of know,
prepared.
don't you? You just know what it's going to be.
You were well prepared, Natasha, with those there furry children.
I'm just stitching down one side, by the way.
Good-o, well
just,
done.
Yeah, just in between,
Wow.
our beautiful stories that are going to embarrass our children forever and ever and ever. But
Oh
yeah,
no, there are worse ones we could tell.
that's the only time that she's ever stopped by the side of the road. Yeah, no, they are pretty good. We drove 14 and a half hours back from France once and they didn't stop by the side of the road.
Wow. That's good, isn't it?
I know.
Don't know as I could be
Right.
trusted that well.
There we go. Just wanted to get home. Right, what do I do now? Hang on.
There's a song there. I'm not going to sing it though.
Mark the centre of the two opposite sides of the base square with pins. Mark the hole with a pin. Hang on. Fold the side piece right sides together, matching the fabric design.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I think I'm going to do this with the lining.
Don't mind us, everyone. Just,
Yeah, do you know what? I should have just should have really taken a look at the pattern, shouldn't I, before we came to air? I was busy finding stuff.
But you went, oh, I've made this before.
Made this, fine.
Do you know how it is? And when you do this, you think, oh, I've made it before, more than once. Oh, it's fine. But it doesn't matter how many times you've made something. If it's been a little while, it can just throw you for a moment, can't it?
I'm leaving a turning through gap because there's going to have to be one somewhere.
And if there isn't, then you can always go and stitch it back up. Much easier to stitch up that gap than pick it back out again.
And I'm going to do the same with the other outer.
Beautiful.
Dee, 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 dee. Only this time I'm not going to leave a turning through gap.
Kiddo. Nope, because you don't need one in both.
Huh?
You don't need one in both outer and inner. Just the one. Otherwise you'd just be turning through and keep going and going and going. Then holes everywhere, wouldn't you? Wouldn't work at all.
So what you're doing is basically marking where the sides are, so that you can where the quarters are, so that you can pin. But you can also just take a little snip. Just suddenly had a thought. It's like, is this multi-directional fabric? It is, which is fabulous. So yeah, you can either pin it or put a little notch in, which then means, look, I've got a little notch.
Points of reference.
I know.
Oh, that's handy.
Look at that, you see. So then, yeah. So you'll stitch along, and then at that point you'll turn, and it just keeps you on track.
Nice. I mean, I would say that's clever. But, I mean, it is clever. No compliment there because it's Lisa's pattern. But it's clever, that. Clever. Eh?
Well, it's a compliment to Lisa. Well done, you, Lisa. Crikey.
Well done, you, Lisa. Good idea, that, Lisa. Although I don't know if she necessarily said to do the snips. Was that you?
That's me.
Oh, well done, you.
Well done,
Well done, you. Good for you. That was great. Well done.
See what I have to put up with, peeps? Do you see? Do you see what I have to put up with? So then when you get to one, you just twizzle it around and off you go again. You can pin all of this, by the way, should you wish.
Good plan, Stan. Good plan, Stan. You won't know. No time.
And I'm stopping 1/4 of an inch from the edge of my square. Every time.
Hey, did you see the other day that King Charles' coronation has been announced?
Oh, when's that?
Saturday the 6th of May. Yeah.
It's quite a way away, isn't it?
It is really. I didn't imagine they'd do it on a Saturday. But it's Saturday.
Is that so they don't have to give everybody the day off again?
Probably is, yeah.
Like crikey bobs.
But yeah, that'll be nice. I do love a bit of pomp and ceremony, me.
I know you do. We're going to have to get some more of our bunting, aren't we? Yes. If you've already made your bunting, then you'll be fine, won't you?
Yes.
But like,
Yeah. If you made
whip out
me
me celebratory bunting. Do you know what? I started a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch away. Just going to pop a little stitch in there.
A stitch in time.
Oh, that's lovely.
Wonderful.
And I'm going to do that all again over here.
So on your lining piece.
on my lining piece.
Oh, hello, Mabel. Have you woken up? Oh, hi. See if I can get us to go back to sleep.
Hmm?
See if I can get her to go back to sleep. Rockabye puppy. You see me rocking in the corner.
It's when you have kids, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you don't have kids with you, but you still rock.
For different reasons.
Yeah. Well, you find yourself stood at the train station waiting for a train and you're just rocking backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
Again, that could be anyone, to be fair. The stress of travel. What is that noise, young Mabel?
That's a little puppy that doesn't want to go back to sleep. I'm trying to rock her back to sleep. She is protesting. She's fighting it because her eyes keep drooping.
Oh, and I think that's just because she's got ridiculously long eyelashes.
She has, but she does sort of look like she's going to nod off and then go, no, I think I want to stay awake now, Gemma.
She does want to be. Do you know what?
Come here, beautiful.
She will be a fabulous studio dog. I know she will. And they are big paws to fill from young Arthur.
Oh, he was a good boy. He was. Are you listening, Mabel?
Now,
He was a very good boy. Oh, was that nice?
we're going to turn this through the right way. Lovely. Insert that into our bag outer. Like so. I like to match up the seams. Now, that's right, Mabel. Now, what I'm also going to do, okay, so for the straps, for the bottle bag, I'm going to cut 2 5-inch lengths.
Nice.
Just take that bit off there.
Are you agreeing? Okay.
This is a clever way to do the straps. I like it.
Yes.
I like it a lot. And then 1 12-inch for the front to back.
Hello, small puppy.
So with the side seam as your reference, mark the top edge of the bag into quarters. There we go. So we're going to do that again. There we are. So that little snip that I've made, I then match up with that back seam. To
Hope
then
everyone's enjoying the puppy squeaks.
mark the next. It's all right. I'm only demoing over here, Mabel. It's fine. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you?
Just stealing the show, sorry.
Position the side straps, one each side of the bag. Each end of the strap should sit exactly beside the marked side pin, forming a loop on each side. There we go. Position the front back strap centered at the side seam, which is the back, and the remaining front pin. Okay. So. Was that my... Oh no, that was my torch. And if you're all wondering what we're doing at this point, it's these bits. Okay. So this is your strap that's going to go
It's
front to
clever,
back.
this. And initially you're like, what?
Yeah.
But it's clever.
So I shall pin that in there. And then make sure there is no twist.
Yes. That's the important bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
You twist it at this stage, that's going to be quite annoying.
In there. Yes.
Oh, little sleepy puppy has woken up. Oh dear.
Right. And then these are going to go in here.
Make the most fabulous handles. That stripe is perfect for it.
It really is, isn't it? Really is.
Totally is.
Just check. Not quite buttered that right. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Hey, little one. Oh, I know. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, yes. I know.
So they are going at the quarter inch with the straps next to each other. So just putting them like that. In at that quarter inch marker. Is that a duck fillet I hear going puppy ways?
I've muted my mic.
Oh, sneaky duck snack. And then you're going to stitch all the way around. Okay.
Yeah, I muted my mic and found a small one in the bag.
Oh, okay.
In the interests of a peaceful demo.
Oh, that old chestnut, eh?
Is that nice, lady?
You know when you take your pin out too soon and then regret it? Yeah. That.
Yeah, drop needle before removing pin. It's one of those, isn't it? And drop foot before removing pin.
But because you've got that reference of where you've marked the fabric, if you cut the notches, then you can always get back to where you were, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
And if if you want to go backwards and forwards over those handles, then you always can. And then you're going to turn everything through. Now, because we've used a double-sided interfacing gemelar, what is rather fabulous about it is, of course...
Ah.
Do you want to go overhead?
Yes, yes, yes.
Now, you see, there's my base. Love that.
Oh, that looks great, doesn't it?
Right. But doesn't it just look like the swankiest?
So decadent.
Really does. I'm gonna just stitch down there because of time, but you can obviously.
And when it's on the
stitch
inside, I do stitch up my turning through gaps by machine quite a bit. And I sometimes poke a little bit of ribbon in the gap, so it's like a little label.
I'll always check that I've managed the base right first. Like I've got
Yes.
no gaps or anything in the base,
Oh, absolutely.
and then push it into there. See, the nice thing about having these straps is that it really helps you.
Well, it's turning right.
Yeah, to get that top seam. And then once you've got that top seam, what you can do, because it's double-sided interfacing, is give that a good press, and then your lining is going to sit really nicely. So we love Lisa's pattern. Couple of little eeks and tweaks to make it our own. Just in that we've used H650.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's readily available in Australia.
Well, HH650.
HH650.
So, yeah, I'm not sure. But it's a double-sided fusible fleece. Quite a lightweight one, isn't it? It's not particularly
Yeah, and
heavyweight
that was
fleece.
when I read in her pattern that she's like, use a lightweight batting. It's like, well, this is perfect.
It's really
then.
nice.
So it just means that your lining can now be really attached to the inside of your bag. And you can work your way around and do that. But then, you see, so you'll spend your time sorting that out. And then your lovely bottle of wine or whatever can go in there. Then this is the clever bit, you see. Hook through and hook through.
Oh, look at that.
And that's your handle. Good, eh?
Looks fabulous.
Yeah, with all the decanters and everything else and the wine glasses, and you can make matching wine glass holders or tumblers or whatever.
Amazing.
There you go.
And it is the pattern that keeps on giving.
It is. So we've put together 1/2 metre and 1/2 metre for you so that you can make exactly that. If you want to make it out of these fabrics here, then you can just do, if you press 2, we'll send it as 1/2 metre. We have got the bag bundles for you on the website as well. If you missed the round handled bag from last week, if you fancy a different round handled bag,
a more decorative, beautiful thing.
Then that we did that with Tilda last week. And then, yeah, don't forget your gifting boxes. They're 99p. We've got a few left. That's it.
Natasha, another thing I will do is make sure that we have the Teflon sheet with the HH650
really useful.
Available.
Really useful. I'm just going to finish pressing that nicely.
Fabulous item. Look at her. Oh, you're pleased with that, aren't you?
Really pleased with it. I think it
really-
looks fabulous.
It does.
Really fabulous. Yeah, so thank you, Lisa, again for letting us demo your designs. Thank you for creating fabulous designs that we love.
Yes.
Yes, it does make life lovely and easy for us.
Super.
And yeah, so there we go. So yeah, get gifting, get making, and do enjoy. And we will
Absolutely.
see you tomorrow.
Myself and Stitchy Witchy Jane.
Yep, we'll be up.
That will be there.
Making all things fabulous.
Well, yes, it's. Oh, do I say whether it is a little bit?
What is it?
It's a bit festive.
Oh, nice.
Bit festive.
We're getting to that time. We are getting to that
It
time.
is. It is classy festivity.
Oof.
That's what it is.
There you go.
And it's classic Jane, really.
She's fabulous.
She is amazing.
Well, keep looking on Facebook because I'm sure we'll update you there. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a lovely day. And we will see you next week. Well, tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Indeedio. Bye.
Bye-bye.